RDA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the New York Jets and the Denver Broncos. Point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. Quickly to the air is Wilson. On the move to his left. He'll get that one to Carter complete. Finding space at the 40. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because they had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
Here's Wilson to throw right away. Over the middle, complete. It's Hall. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Wilson will throw again. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Nick Bonito. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. They go play action with Wilson.
He tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Hall.
And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and he can't do it all on one throw.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Play action. Now Wilson. That is caught. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. It's picked up by the Broncos.
The start of this game has me doing flashbacks.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Wilson. Touchdown!
Garrett Wilson.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Jets take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
Zerline good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
The Broncos at 500 and 3-3 through the season's first 6 weeks. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. Now it's Wilson. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed he did not. They stop him. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They go play action now. Wilson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Randy Gregory in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Wilson's throw here into the hands of Moore. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Wilson. And able to connect with Berrios. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Here's Wilson to throw. And he's got it. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the 2nd quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here. Here's Wilson. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Caden Stones. And the Broncos are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos. At the 20. He'll hand this one off to Gordon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Wilson.
Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Wilson. Throw to the right here to Gordon. And he goes out right around the 39. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll leave it with a 3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
3rd and 2, now Wilson.
Got a man complete, it's Hamler.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him. That's another 1st down.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two are connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing is Wilson.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up. On 2nd down, here's Pierce.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Albert Okuwebunam, the intended target.
And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 15-yard line.
1st and 10, it's Pierce.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Wilson. Eluding the pressure, and a big loss here as he's taken down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half.
It's 3rd and long now for Wilson and the Broncos after that sack. Going for it with Pierce.
And the ball is knocked out, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Got a man. It's Berrios complete.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this 1st half.
Six yards left on 2nd down.
From the gun, it's Wilson. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
So now Wilson and the Jets with a 3rd and long here following the sack.
Wilson on 3rd down. And he's going to go down again. Randy Gregory able to record his 5th sack of the season. And the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann.
He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And this will be taken at the 13.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards.
And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Here's Wilson. To Gordon, out left. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this 1st half. So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown here. 7-0 is our score. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this 2nd half as they trail, and we are back underway. Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the 1st half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
It's 3rd and long now for Wilson and the Broncos after that sack.
Back to throw. Wilson. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
The Broncos send out their punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And a fair catch called for and taken right on the midfield stripe. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal?
Hall has it knocked loose.
It's picked up by the Broncos. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
From just shy of midfield, Wilson. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping downs there.
And now hold everything here as the challenge flag is out. And we're going to get a review of that last play.
Now Wilson.
He'll get that complete to Albert O.
And all the way home for a Broncos score.
Well, it took them a little while, but they are on the board here in this third quarter. Now with a chance to tie this up.
And it gives them a chance to exhale just a little bit, right? Because most of the time, if your first points come in the second half, you're often hopelessly out of the game. But not in this case. Now they have something to build on and a chance to mount a comeback.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Taking it about the 1. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. DJ Jones able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Hey, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 46. Out of the gun, here's Wilson.
He's got the connection to Moore. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Jets.
Elijah Moore,
34 yards.
And the Jets have moved out in front here in the final minute of the third quarter.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
And this This is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
The Broncos send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. So both teams trade touchdowns in the Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble.
When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone to the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
The Jets on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is third down and 12. Now Wilson. And that will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Now, these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
This one complete to Jerry Jeudy.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. 2nd and 10. It's Wilson again.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy,
but now it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they'll certainly be on the tablets going over that one for sure. Clearly they were expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen.
And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? Now Gordon on 1st down. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
Second down at 4.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal.
Throwing now is Wilson. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Now Wilson. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Jermaine Johnson in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. And the pass is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy from 17 yards out. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. In a tie game, 4th quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make. And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations type of plays they like to run. Read it, and they're able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Wilson gets this to Moore, and he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Wilson to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Wilson. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. A good gain on 1st has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. He dumps this one off here to Hall. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock. Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit. And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup. On 2nd down, Gordon once more. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. And they'll indeed take a knee. Partner, they took a knee to finish this one off. To me, that's the only thing they lost in the 4th quarter. How about that comeback? Yeah, trailed coming into the last frame. Got it done, taking the knee. was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So for the Broncos, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they drop just their second game so far as they fall to 5-2. And they'll try again next week at home against New England.
Sound like some superheroes. Some black superheroes. Oh, yeah. Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero. Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero.
You need a role like me. Military mind stated, and I keep in a degree. You can label me a Huey P. Made a martyr out of Martin, out of Malcolm, out of Mega. I refuse to let these dirty devils make Michael a beggar. A hero CEO, I will go Magneto for my people. Give me liberty or death, that is my credo, not my ego. Dressed in a tuxedo, into party alter ego. Killed your leader in gazebo, did it for the people. Love what motivated, I did not do it for hatred. But I truly hate the devil, I cannot debate or fake it. I was asked a question and the asker thought it hard. If I was facing death and I could ask one thing of God, I would ask for every to be free here and abroad, and to be rightfully celebrated as a child of God, and to be rightfully celebrated as a child of God.
Need a black superhero. Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero. Our own kind took nip from us. Money still reading God we trust. Truthfully we envy, so why we so envious? And why our own kind envy us? Pac said it's hard, but we gotta keep our head up. Keep going even though we know we fed up. It's hella tension, cause we ain't careful where we all pay attention. I need all my real soldiers on the front line, fighting for the right just one time. So unstoppable together at the same time, with the same mind. Yeah, we're born to be high and always above what's beneath us. So every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero. Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero.
I'm talking bulletproof kind of suit, reflect the struggle that they put us through, with the strength to fight the power like Chuck D do, with the insight to be equal. No disguise needed, a voice that finds reason to multiply people in the streets for the cause. Marching on Washington, might as well be walking through walls. Type of superhero show up when ain't no one to call. That'll shield you from them shields that been killing us all. High beams for eyes to peep the villains in the dark. Power of resolution for a war would even start. The knowledge to build and grow where they live and take care of the kids and the older folk. The queen cause they need it most. Politic with the kings about economic growth. Cure PTSD cause mental health ain't a joke. Feed the hungry and dope. Everyone would know everywhere we go.
Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero.
Dollar. Hey. DJ Mosky, let's get it. We the champions. Here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I met the plug, introduced to my brothers. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over. Call the promoters. I just put up in this thing with my soldiers. I blew it and I'm still. Last minute I'ma need me some. Call up Khalifa. Bring the in the. You know I stay with some bad little baby. TGOD baby, know that's a gang gang. Crazy girls out there.
Ready? Hut. Ready. Hut. Let's go! Copper! Set! Greystone track! Ready? Cut!
me, I need somebody to hold me. Something done woke up in me. I've been going crazy. I've been doing my thing. They not ready for me. Y'all been playing with me. No time for the silly games. Damn, it really must be so intimidating. But I gotta be great. That's the God up in me. Whoa, yeah. Hold me, they cannot hold me, yeah. Slowly, ain't no more taking it slowly, yeah. Holy, you're dealing with something that's holy, yeah. Hold me, I need somebody to hold me. I'm still cooking out the basement, and this game needs some saving. And I'm ready for the action, cause I'm tired of the acting. What happened to being great? What happened to being fashionably late? What happened to rocking shows? What happened to spitting flows? Been wearing the cons and the pros. Feel like I'm the only pro. If we gon' go, then go. We could take it toe to toe. I've been doing everything you've been doing, but I'm really doing more. I'm about to explode. You gon' need someone to hold me. They cannot hold me, yeah. Slowly, ain't no more taking it slowly, yeah. Holy, you're dealing with something that's holy, yeah. Hold me, I need somebody to hold me. Nothing's for certain, but this I know. Life is but moments that come and go. Tomorrow may never come, but the memories live on. Be strong, don't cry when I'm gone. This life is a path to infinity.
You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. Yeah, I jump out the booth. Then I might hop through the roof. Count on the rings. My team is the truth, but they some liars to you. And they never sing, but they always shoot. And all of their diamonds are new. And that's why I'm here with villain, cause I really get it. And I need all my honeys in blue. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose.
Make a choice. I need 100 pack for my boys. Be hating and talking and hating. I bet you I kill the noise. I've been a man like I'm Peyton. I boost up my rating. You know how I play with toys. Pop out on any occasion, get standing ovations. They can't help it but rejoice. They all wanna follow me, cause I got my foot on the opposition neck and ain't no apologies. 100 yards, you know I own all the property. Daddy's home, you know I own all the property.
You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You gotta choose. You gotta choose. You gotta choose. You gotta choose.
Yeah, let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far, far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine show you how to be a star. Yeah, pull up with a baddie in a fancy car. How to party like a rock star and play guitar like a superstar. Yeah, and I'm so tired of them playing with me. Yeah, pushing my buttons, this ain't no game to me. Yeah, ain't got time to be explaining me. Yeah, I'ma just take over the game, baby. Yeah, let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far, far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to raise a bar, how to go large, how to take it too far. Let me show you how to show up and show out and surf the crowd. Trust me, you ain't never seen nothing like this. You ain't never been to a show like this. I'ma give you something to remember forever. Yeah, and I'm so tired of them playing with me. Yeah, pushing my buttons, this ain't no game to me. Yeah, ain't got time to be explaining me. Yeah, I'ma just take over the game, baby. Yeah, let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far, far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far, far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright.
Don't play with my name, you come with your goons, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show, I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name, I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion, you started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah, put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show, I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. Hey coach, put me in the game. They put me in, so I'm going in. You play for fun, I'm playing to win. Back on the wall, I'm ready for war. If I beat them before, I could beat them again. They thought I was done, I went on a run and beat all the odds and got even again. Watch what you say, I'm not one of them. When I jump in my bag, I could jump out the gym. Take a look at my legacy, I gotta let them see I'm out here winning, cause I'm on a mission. Put me in the game, cause the way I'm feeling, I honestly do not see no competition. I gotta get it, so it ain't no quitting. We jumped off the benches and jumped in the trenches. No one is better than all of us, and that's why all of us been winning from the beginning. It's more than a game, don't play with my